We're about to enter the Easter week, and in one sense, there's nothing special about this week. It's just another sequence of days in spring. And the Apostle Paul wrote, one person esteems one day better than another, while another esteems all days alike. He was quite happy if, for us to celebrate it or not celebrate it. So celebrating this week, it's not an obligation, but it is an opportunity. It's a chance to walk with the church, to remember the most important week in the history of the world. It is a chance to focus our minds. Jesus' last week on earth is the most significant event in the Bible. It's written about in the last 8 chapters of Matthew's Gospel, 6 chapters in Mark, 6 chapters in Luke, and most significantly 10 in John's Gospel. Almost half of his Gospel deal with the final week of our Lord's life on earth. His betrayal, his trial, his crucifixion, and his triumphant resurrection. Even Acts, then goes on and talks about the life of the early church, but it returns all the time to that week and the events of that week and the significance of that week. Acts 1, 15 to 19. Acts 2, 22 to 28. Acts 3, 11 to 26. Acts 4, 8 to 12 and 24 to 28, amongst others. And indeed, it could be said that the whole of the Old Testament anticipates this one week in history. And the rest of the New Testament also reflects on its theology and its practical living. So I would encourage you this week to consider that darkest week in history, but also that most wondrous week in history. Why don't you spend some time just reading the account of that week in one of the Gospels? It's not difficult to find. You just go to any of the Gospels, towards the end of the Gospels, and you'll find a large chunk talking about that week. Spend a few minutes each day, maybe, just reading a few verses or just reading a chapter. And think about it. Meditate on it. Keep it with you as you go through the week. Have a great week, everyone.